What's up, Comicbook.com? Beatty here back in the studio at San Diego Comic-Con. Welcome back to the show. Right now, I'm excited because we got AEW in the house. CM Punk, Britt Baker, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin. What's going on?
Howdy.
What's up?
Howdy. What's up? Welcome to Comic-Con. How's everybody? Have you guys had a chance to do Comic-Con at all yet?
Not yet,
No.
no. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to walk the floor and experience the show.
It's crowded down there. Yeah. I spent a couple hours down there yesterday. Is this anybody's first time at Comic-Con?
No.
Everybody?
Mine.
It's your first time?
Definitely, yep.
So how's it? What's like the first impression?
Oh, well, this is the first of the first for us, so I'm excited to get down in the war zone. I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay, all right. Well, I know you're a comic fan. Are you guys comic fans in the back?
No.
No, I've never looked at a single comic book in my life.
Never?
Never.
Here, there's 5 right there. We just broke that streak.
Don't start it with those. Those aren't good. Oh, wait, no. Paper Girl? Okay, yeah. I mean, you read
Paper Girls?
Yeah.
Are you a
I think
Paper
if
Girls
I'm gonna
fan?
break
Yeah.
the streak, it's got to be like something iconic, right?
A good one, yeah. Start with, well, there you go, Paper Girls.
Talk to me after the show.
Okay.
What I'd love to hear from you, but I know you have a pretty, I'm assuming you have a pretty solid collection by this point. You've been a part of Marvel yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great collection, and then it disappeared from my parents' house, as a lot of things that I used to own did.
Oh, no.
So, it's all trade paperbacks mostly.
Do you want to know something? In this same exact spot, the same seat you're in yesterday, Michelle Rodriguez was sitting there, and she said the same thing.
Really?
She said she had a whole collection of comics. Parents threw it out.
Oh, mine didn't throw them out.
Oh.
I'm sure they tried to sell them.
Oh, well, we're about to,
Something like
okay.
that.
Yeah, I think that's a better move. Better move.
Yeah.
Better move. Well, do you remember what what was like your favorite or most valuable?
I mean, as far as most valuable, I mean, I didn't have, Golden Age or Silver Age or anything like that, but just based on like the explosion when like Image came out, like all the tail end New Mutants stuff, like New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable, New Mutants 98, first Deadpool, like all that stuff. I think that kind of, I don't know what they're worth now. I can't imagine. They probably, they're still worth something.
Oh, some of those Deadpool, the first Cable.
I know
Yeah.
for a minute they were like up there.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had like an entire run of like all the really good Valiant, like the Jim Shooter Valiant stuff, like the first year stuff,
nice.
like Bloodshot, Eternal Warrior, Shadow Man, like all that.
I bet
that
Bloodshot's
stuff.
gone up a bit.
Those were kind of rare for a while. I
That's
don't know
cool.
if they still are or not, but
Yeah, well, that's you just made Rob Liefeld really happy.
yes.
So I'm gonna go around. I got questions for everybody. We're gonna talk a little wrestling. First of all, I gotta hear how you doing, man. How you feeling?
I feel like I have a broken foot,
Yeah, that's
and I'm a guy who's not going to sugarcoat it. This sucks.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, not being able to walk properly really sucks.
and you're gonna go do the floor.
Yeah.
You're a madman.
Yeah, well, I set boundaries.
That's fair.
Whether
That's fair.
people, adhere to them or not, I don't know. We'll see how far we can fit this up a civilian's ass.
Oh God, Comic-Con's about to get crazy. Britt, I'm gonna come to you next. I want to talk. I watched your cage match from earlier this year. That was one of the craziest matches. Like even Thunder Rosa put on a show. So I want to start there and applaud you for that. It's one of my favorite matches I've watched in ages.
Well, thank you.
Do you have a do moments like that stand out for you? Do you have like a favorite match, or do you just kind of just keep looking forward?
So every time I have a match and I watch it back, I hate it. So I need to stop watching it because then it's like, oh my gosh. But for me, like the biggest moment, my favorite moment that I've had was after the first match I actually had with Thunder Rosa, the Lights Out match, because it was such a big moment. It was the first ever female main event on Dynamite, and it was specifically at that time the women's division was really under fire. So it was like we really got to deliver, and I think we did, and it was. It was cool to have an image, a bloody image that was on T-shirts and the first female bloody action figure, just to have something that people will hopefully remember someday, because that's the goal for professional wrestling. You want to be remembered.
I'm the same way. If I watch anything I do back, like I'm gonna watch this interview later and be like, I suck.
I'm not gonna watch it.
You've done some hosting though. You've done what I'm doing right now a little bit, right?
Yes, I'm the waiting room. That's the pandemic era. Yeah.
Could we see you doing a little more? Would you ever want to do that in the future?
I would love to. I think
yeah.
it's very entertaining. I love interacting with all the guests that I had on my show.
Yeah.
None of you were on it though, huh? No.
Some big personalities.
Always.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's go to the back row. Orange Cassidy, my friend, are you making yourself comfortable?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying my best.
I do want to ask you how you feel about the fact that in new images, there's images of a guy who's trying to look just like you in a Barbie movie. Do you feel like you're getting your style hijacked?
I mean, it's a compliment, right? I mean, if people say I look like Ryan Gosling, I mean, I win, right?
I think
It's
so.
not bad.
People have also said you're the most popular guy in the locker room in the past, and I don't know, maybe still in the present. You does that add a sense of pressure to keep up the reputation?
Nope.
No, never shaken.
No.
I respect it. Darby, I'm gonna come over to you. I actually, as a kid, I grew up a big Jeff Hardy fan, and you just got to flip the script on Jeff Hardy. Doing some of the crazy stuff I've seen, and to you, it just seems like you call it Wednesday. Did you feel physically decent?
Tell me, after the match?
Yeah.
I was up on top of the ladder, I looked down, and I told myself, this is where I go to the hospital for sure. And I was like at peace with it. I was like, alright, that's cool. But as I did the flip and I landed on him, I kind of whispered in his ear, I was like, oh, that was awesome. And I wasn't hurt at all. And so I keep dodging them bullets, but I didn't feel a thing after that. The next day I was skating.
Dude, that's mad.
Yeah, I just got this skate park in my backyard, so we just went to go skate that the next day, and everyone, I don't know, a lot of wrestling fans are so small-minded. They're like, as if life doesn't exist outside of wrestling. Like, this guy's an why is he doing all this crazy stuff outside of wrestling? Because my life isn't just around wrestling, so
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to go skating.
You gotta have some fun.
Yeah.
Live for But when you're up there in that moment, when you're about to jump, do you have a thing that you tell yourself?
I'm going to the hospital.
Is that really that's how you convince yourself to?
He is the only one, actually, of this whole group that he's never been out for any injury time, right? Never.
No.
I broke every bone in my
That's
body.
We're just gonna go ahead.
No, it's good. We're manifesting. He's gonna be immortal forever.
I used to get messed up skating all the time. I broke my foot as well skateboarding, but in wrestling I haven't. I've been chilling.
Dude, you bring up the skate park. I saw a video of you riding a tricycle off a mega ramp.
Yeah.
Is that the same thought process as when you're in a ring?
No, I wanted to land that because if I tell Tony Khan yo, I can't make Wednesday, I broke my neck doing a backflip on a tricycle, he'd be like, all right, enough of this But I remember when I jumped my house in a Jeep, it was a 96-foot jump, and I jumped my house, he was FaceTiming it, and then the first thing I said when I got out of the car was I can make it Wednesday, and he's like,
Britt, have you ever jumped your house in a Jeep?
I thought about it a couple times and then I never got to it. I'm a dentist. I'm
just
busy.
keep putting it off.
Yeah.
Do you get recognized more in the small town for being a dentist, or when you're out here for being a wrestler?
Definitely for being a wrestler. Do people know their dentist's pretty?
If I saw my dentist
Specifically?
out,
Would you know? Could you pick him out of a crowded room or her?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's not a wrestler, so
Yeah.
maybe.
Definitely the wrestling.
Yeah. Punk, when you came back to wrestling with AEW, it was a pretty substantial gap in being away from mainstream TV time in the ring. Did it take you a minute to find the stride again? Was it just we're back?
I defer to Darby Allin. Did it take me a minute?
no.
Was I
Right when I tell people, when they're like, how was it?
all right.
With Punk, when you wrestle him,
Yeah.
how and I was right from the lockup, I was like, I know this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I
So
feel like there's a contingency of the audience that doesn't understand the nuances of professional wrestling, especially selling.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, he's tired and slow, and it's just well, okay, yeah, yeah. Don't pay attention to my matches then, because. Because what I do is, a little bit different.
It's good. It's working. For you, when you come back, and that was the spotlight on that return, and you were right there at the front of it with him. Do you feel a pressure to live up to it just as much?
Yeah.
What is that like?
No,
Because that's also an opportunity.
Yeah, no, it was a big opportunity, and I knew I had to hit it out of the park because you never know, when someone comes back after 7 years, you never want them to say oh why did he get put with Darby? That was a shitty match or anything like that. So I knew I had to hit it out of the park, and I was willing to go any length to make sure I did that. But it was awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I remember I'm not even a religious guy at all, but Sting before the match, he's like, hey, do you mind if I like say a prayer for you? And I was like,
What is you worried I was gonna kill you?
no.
This guy stings like this guy's wild, man.
I've heard about this
We
guy.
don't know what he's gonna
We
do.
better ask the big guy.
I know you jump
No,
off
it was-
rooftops for fun.
It was absolutely perfect, and a very underrated part was the promo that he cut. You know, like to announce it without announcing it. I just rewatched that the other day because I think we're about at the anniversary of that
Yeah.
when all the rumors started circulating, and that promo you cut was just like so simple and so perfect. There was nobody better for me to come back and wrestle.
I love that, man. I love that y'all got to do that together. OC, what's the best Fast and Furious movie?
5.
Why?
So The Rock really gets after it, you know?
Oh, wait, you got thoughts?
I know I've seen the first one.
There's more than 5.
There's a
a
lot.
lot more than 5.
Yeah, but how many are there?
Well, there's about to be 10.
Wow.
Not
10.
enough.
Really?
Not enough.
That's a lot.
Not enough.
Wow.
They're not at Comic-Con. Is there anything at Comic-Con that gets you hyped?
I mean, see, that's the thing. Like to me, it's still about comics. I want to walk the floor and see if there's vendors, and I want to try to haggle for ridiculously overpriced comic books, and you know.
They are all marked up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'll be like, look, nobody's gonna buy this, dude. So take my offer,
Yeah.
or or you're just gonna be sitting on it.
They'll
You
do
gotta
it.
Pack it up.
They'll do it.
You know.
Well, I hope you get to that
That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, it's a good place to do that. There's some awesome stuff on the floor. Hope you guys get down there, get to survive the crowd, and have a good time down there. We're all elite here at Comicbook.com, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more from San Diego Comic-Con. I'm BD. See you there.